What it is basically people are told that they have to have a lawyer, and then lawyers say they're going to give them a free consultation. And there's a part in the Bible where it talks about kings giving consulting kings. I mean, the whole thing is just. But basically, Jesus is fully aware of what's taking place. Jesus knows who's been conned and hoodwinked and scammed and taken unfair advantage of. Just like when people are told to go to school, people thought that they were going to be given an education, be able to enjoy their fruits, and then when they find out that they've been scammed and hoodwinked, and find out that they've been basically forced to give their personal identifiers onto papers that they didn't write and all that kind of stuff, and that the schools through the Department of Education had no intention of giving people an education to be able to enjoy fruits, and then basically that's the reason why I just like I don't want to take any classes, and especially when I think about the stuff having to go to a school counselor or whatever in order to take classes, and then how eugenics is tied into mental health and counseling is tied into mental health. It's like, no, I don't want to go to a counselor. I don't want to go to a mental health provider. I mean, especially when I think about who is taking different classes and has used what they learned in psychology and other classes to intentionally harm people. I could give many examples of that. I just I'm not gonna bother doing it. But that's the reason why I'm like, just look at the diabolical experimentation that's been being done on people. Alfred Kinsey is just one example. I mean, it's just like a teacher laughing at me. Well, that's not a good teacher. And in fact, I'll take you a step further. That teacher never gave me copies from an independent state licensing agency to prove to give me evidence of that 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 he was who he was. I mean, I just it would be as absurd as me saying that I'm the president of the United States. I'm not the president of the United States. Because I say I'm the president of the United States, does that make me the president of the United States? No. I mean, I just look at it. It's just, and so what it is the different ones who have harmed me. I mean, the harm is done when I've been hazed, when I've been gaslighted, when mind games have been played on me. And the ones doing it, most definitely, it was done premeditatedly. That's the reason why I kind of like, wash my hands of the situation. I mean, it's just like, when I look at it, every single one of them has knowingly lied to me, or had somebody else. What really sucks is that they've even had me sit there and lie to people, and that's part of, not 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 writing down what they told me that I had to do, or I needed to do, or forced me to do, and it's just, it's really sick, because basically they have no intention on prosecuting all the rapists, and that's where they're just deceiving people through what is called the media, by having people draw a false conclusion that all the rapists are in jail or prison. They're not. I mean, just look at what they're doing by releasing a rapist who can still have an erection. If that doesn't scream foul play, I don't know what would. Same thing with stealing DNA for no known medical procedure, or lying about medical procedures or dental procedures. So when listening to me speak stop, oh, that basically, it just, why speak to somebody who, acts deaf when they're not deaf? Why, speak to somebody who acts blind who isn't blind? Why speak to somebody who acts dumb who isn't dumb? And who is, taken aside, and I just don't even want, I don't even, I don't, I'm so disgusted. And same thing with somebody calling himself an empath. No, an empath doesn't sit there and sit on the sidelines and just, uh, refuse to somebody, refuse to help people like myself, and act stupid about stealing off of accounts for my benefit. That's not an empath. That's a predator. Same thing with who hypnotized me. Same thing with who, drugged and knocked me out. Same thing with who ended up, putting something in a drink and poisoning me. Same thing with somebody who pulled a boat, and, when I was water skiing, and tried to break my neck and refused to take me to a medical doctor.